topic's going to be a word. It might bring to mind a phrase, a story, a creed, or philosophy. The floor is yours for 30 seconds. And please, everyone else, let them have the floor. Do not be infamous for interruptions or interruptions. First word of the day, respect. Respect. Let's go with Yvonne. List the grade.
Yvonne.
Respect. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Yes.
Good morning.
That word brings me back to high school, where I was infamous for showing no respect to anybody, especially my teachers. Parent-teacher conferences were rough. My parents would come in, why is he doing so bad? Well, he's a class clown, doing nothing but joking around. It's funny, but it's a distraction. I didn't really learn much about respect until I got into the professional world of being an attorney, where I realized that showing respect to your opposing counsel can actually generate great results for your client and foster connections where you just continue to grow with actually your opponents. So that's what respect means to me. Thank you.
Next topic, string. String. I.T. Williams was like strong string.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
I am infamous for really disliking table topics. And when Toastmaster Hannah asked us to set our goal for the day, our intention for the day, I thought, only if I could be like Yvonne, start a thought and actually complete it full circle. That I was really strong. To a lot of people, strength may mean grit, but here at Toastmasters, I think we're all learning that it's more about really listening, paying attention, and showing up for yourself, and showing up again, and again, and eventually, hopefully, it will come full circle, and you will be able to complete a thought.
Next one, equanimity. Equanimity. Sean Tucker.
Don't start the clock, man, if you don't know what that word means.
Equanimity, it means to meet anything negative with calmness, serenity, and just, okay, we're going to deal with this.
Like you're doing right.
Strength means a lot of different things. I don't know. Respect is in the news a lot lately. In the past week, we had a very interesting situation down at Mar-a-Lago where they raided President Trump's house. I'm not going to get political on it, but we are completely divided as a nation. And if you spend a little bit of time researching the news on both sides, it is bizarre. You will find two different stories on what happened earlier this week. That's more troubling than the story itself. Read up. Look at what would be your opposition. Spend a few moments searching whatever news media you can find, and you will be deeply disturbed by the fact that we are two separate nations living under the same roof right now, and something needs to be changed about how we consume our media and our news. That's all I have to say.
Courage. Courage. Jessica Dawson.
I want to do any bad deeds. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Be here. courage. Stand up in front of people doing something that you're not 100% comfortable with doing. This is probably one of my weaknesses, I'll admit it. I'm here to learn, to grow, and to be the best person that I can be. Because I am going to be stepping into a field or an area that I must be able to stand in front of people and talk about my company and what I'm producing in my company, and the vision for my company, and what it will affect on this whole planet. So, I want to thank you. All right.
Trustworthy, Benjamin Garudia.
Amen.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Trustworthy. This is what I would say about all that have script and talk about respect. Because when we have respect, then we have most that we need as human beings. Caring for others, feeling how we grow. This is a manifestation of the way we have grown up. If we give respect to others, then we be confident in ourselves. And everybody of measure, or even of the number. So this is my word of the day. Thanks.
Inspiration, Linda Flores.
Inspiration. When I think of that word, I think of my mom. I'm one of 6 children from immigrants that came from Colombia. And my mother and my father were very hard workers, but especially my mother, who had me, the 6th child, and started a career thereafter in nursing. Nursing, as you know, is a very tough field, you have to deal with very tough situations, and that career is infamous for burnout. My mother, however, was in that career until she retired. So that is who I would call my inspiration.
Humility, Jeff Richardson.
Yeah.
Toastmasters together. Humility. I speak about that word with pride. I love all these words, and I've noticed over the years, I won't call it a pet peeve, but I've thought about the fact when we have a word of the day, a word like infamous today, what if we have words like trustworthy, inspiration, equanimity, or equanimity? We can even make up words if we want. Words, whether made up or real, that are positive. When I heard the word inspiration, I thought about what Hannah did this morning. Inspire breath. Yeah. And we're here. She got us present. How wonderful would it be, Toastmasters and guests, if for 90 minutes we had words like we're hearing today, respect, strength, courage. We made those words the word of the day. And not only that, we made those words the words for our lives.
Sorry about your words, Sean. Perseverance, Lillian Kettleman.
Lillian.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Maybe I should check out the dictionary. I always do. Persevere your strengths. Eliminate your weakness. That's what we should do. Preservation our goodness. Eliminate our infamous evils. That's what we should do. That's what we should advocate. We are Toastmasters. We are powerful advocate. What we advocate? We advocate together. We achieve the greatness. That's our Toastmaster. That's where leaders are made. Thank you.
Discipline. Tim Rickey. Toastmaster Tim Rickey.
Oh, thank you for the whole name. Discipline. Now, there's one place you must have discipline or you're in deep trouble, right, Jeff? It is called the military. It is not a democracy, so you will do what you're told every day. 24 hours a day. Do you know what GI means?
General
It's
issue.
a government issue because now you are a product of that establishment and it's needed. So, what was the word again? Apparently I am not. In famous, in famous, yes. You can become known as that. Very easily make a mistake in the service, that's for sure. And top, the guy in the main office besides the captain, will be all over your case about it and not stay off it until he feels you make the change. So the idea of that, find some inspiration in what you're doing and everything you do, and be persistent. That has been my middle name from my wife, and then her, because she persisted for 2 years until I finally caught her.
Toastmaster Roy Shear. Compassion. Compassion.
Oh, passion?
Compassion.
Not passion. Oh.
Nice try.
Thank you very much. I used to be famous, but now I'm
Infamous.
Seems like a natural progression. Compassion. Compassion. Right now, I have enormous compassion for people who go through life with just one arm. Seriously, seriously.
Yeah.
Men, tie your tie with one hand. Women, put on some of your clothing with one hand. And it's an incredible challenge. Tie your shoes. So I have compassion for anyone who works through life with not only that disability, but that are much more serious. Years ago, we had a member of our club who was a quadriplegic. And he came in and started getting ready for the meeting. He told me at 3 in the morning. Wow. I had a lot of compassion for him. Yes.
Authenticity. Morris McNitt.
Yes.
Toastmaster Morris McNitt.
Thank you.
Authenticity requires that of each of us. Each of us must be authentic to ourselves and to our commitment to whatever our goals are. If you're not authentic, you cannot achieve your goals. Because sooner or later, something's going to block that from you. If you do not work in that respect with your authenticity, people will not respect you because you are not respecting yourself, so you consequently can't respect others. And it reflects. Everything that goes out comes back. And if you don't show your authenticity and show your respect, you cannot achieve these things. Unfortunately, most people don't realize this until much too late. So this is something that we should help to work, inspire in others. Everyone
here is Toastmaster. Integrity, Toastmaster Kim Glainer.
Yeah.
Benjamin's word reminded me of something that I wanted to run past you. It put me back to my Boy Scout days. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, 50, brave, clean, and reverent. There you go.
Wow.
And those are some of the other words we should use today. But as far as integrity goes, I have a story that's nothing to do with integrity. But it's a word that my wife didn't understand. She hired a new person to go for her job at Motorola. And this woman that she hired was doing okay and asked her, how's it working out? She goes, well, she's doing pretty good, but she suffers from necrophilia. And I went, what? She suffers from necrophilia? She told you that? She said, yeah, but she takes medication for it. I said, she takes medication? What kind of medication is there for that? She goes, I don't know, but it keeps her from falling asleep. I said, you mean narcolepsy? So that poor woman, who still keeps in touch with, she always asks her, so how's her necrophilia doing? And she has enough integrity to not be infamous about it.
Loyalty, ETM Blake Smith.
Hey.
You know, I'm listening to all these table topics, and so many ideas come to mind, both in stories, both famous and infamous. I know who he's talking about that had the necrophilia. He's a friend. I'm going to tell you a story about respect, and I'm going to tie it into Toastmaster Tucker's table topic, because many years ago when I was in high school, I used to do a lot of bike riding. And we would bike ride in Palm Beach, the city of Palm Beach. And one day I just decided I wanted to go with my friends to the Merriweather Post Mansion. And we went in, this place had swimming pools inside, bowling alleys, had a 9-hole golf course. It was the top mansion in Palm Beach. And I went in, and this groundskeeper came up and said, "You can't be here!" And I treated him with respect. I said, "Wait, are you in charge of this?" "Well, actually, yes." And next thing you know, we were getting a tour of an estate that is now known as Mar-a-Lago. Oh, I was in that before Trump was. Good story.
Honesty, Toastmaster Tim Taylor.
Oh.
Honesty, such a lonely word.
That's the biggest laugh I'll get. I was not waiting for all of the laugh. You know, one thing I love about Toastmasters, you get to meet so many different kinds of people. JR, I did not know JR before this term. He's the treasurer, and I'm getting to know him sitting back there every week, and I didn't know he is the top cop in Altamont Springs. He's the head man. And, you know, police officers are infamous for being very quiet, staid, serious all the time. But James is a pretty funny guy. He says, you know, the other day we had the 4th of July, and there was a group of clowns out there, and we actually had to arrest them. He goes, whenever I have to arrest a group of clowns, I always go for the jugular. And he said even worse than that, last past week, someone stole one of the toilets out of our police station. But I don't think we're going to find them because we don't have anything to go on.
All qualified.